Today we are talking about how to take science tests. We've talked a lot about how to take a reading test or a math test, but today we're going to talk about the top 4 to get a top score. I know you've paid a lot of attention in science class, you've tried to apply the concepts, but these are the ways to take the test. And these are ways you can use all the way up through college. It helps you to do your best and kind of eliminate the silly options so that you are more likely to get a top score. So let's go ahead and look at the top 4 to be a top score. And our top 4 hint is to underline keywords. Just like we do in reading and math, you need to underline words like affect, not, why, will, how, always, must, never, cause, least, topic, does not, most. As soon as you underline it, you're telling your brain, this word's important, I need to remember this word. How many times have we answered something wrong just because we didn't pay attention to never or always or not? We need to make sure to pay attention to those words. And the topic of the sentence, if it's talking about water cycle, underline water cycle. It's important. Your brain needs to pay more attention to it. Now, let's go ahead and find our top 3 strategy. Top 4 to be a top score. Strategy number 3, cover and check. So as soon as you see a question, you need to cover up those answers. You can use your hand, your scratch paper, anything like that, but cover them up. Read the question. As you read, remember, we should always be underlining keywords too. So how is water deposited back into the oceans after evaporation? And then you're going to think about it like a scientist. Okay, water cycle. I know the water cycle. See, we have the sun causes evaporation, gets higher up in the clouds, gets colder, we get condensation, it makes clouds, then we have some rain, and that's precipitation. So let me look back at the question. How is water deposited? Deposited means put back in or added, back into the oceans after evaporation. So how does it go back into the oceans? Oh, that's easy. That's precipitation. Now we're going to check. And I'm going to uncover those answers. Oh, look. A is precipitation. That's what I thought the answer was. Now, I'm not quite ready to choose that answer yet, but I have a good idea that that's probably going to be my answer. Then we move on to our top 2 strategy to be a top score. You need to narrow it down. Even if you've already covered and checked, you need to narrow down your options. Put an X, a check, or a question mark next to each answer choice. You're going to try to narrow it down to 2 options. That gives you a better chance of getting it right. If you can eliminate those silly answers, those things they throw in just to trick you, then you are more likely to get it right. And we're not going to fall for their silly tricks, right? And that brings us to our number 1, top 4 to get us to be a top score. Choose the best answer. After you've underlined keywords, covered and checked, and narrowed it down, then choose your very best answer. Is it okay if you don't know it? Yes, but make sure you take those steps to throw out silly answers, to think about what you already know, and apply it the very best you can. Go ahead and now make your very best answer. All right, scientists, I know you are going to do great, just like you always do. So make sure to remember your top 4 to be a top score. Underline, cover and check, narrow it down, and then choose the best answer. All right, have a great day.